In one of my recent videos, I talked about how the mace was overpowered and broken. And I can't lie, I kinda rage bait in that video by over-exaggerating how good the mace was, but the funny thing is, it completely worked. But one comment that I got a lot of was how end crystals are much more overpowered than the mace. And those comments are completely right. End crystals and crystal PvP in general have forever changed Minecraft PvP as we know it, going from a little known method to dominating the modern PvP meta. But how did this happen? Crystal PvP, or cpvp, started to rise in popularity a few years ago. Crystals began to be used on anarchy servers such as 2b2t. Players had started to grow bored of traditional PvP and needed a new meta-changing method to spice things up, and that's exactly what crystals brought. But what exactly separated crystal PvP from traditional game modes? Well, the answer is pretty simple. End crystals and respawn anchors deal absurd amounts of damage, being able to one-tap a player in full protection for netherite armor. They also do great damage to your armor durability, breaking it fast if you're not careful. The difference with crystals compared to something like the mace is that crystals are stackable and can be used much faster and much more consistently than something like a sword or a mace. And unlike the traditional weapons, crystals have far less counters and require players to think quickly or to be obliterated. You can try blocking the explosions with a shield, but your shield will quickly break. Most crystal kits include totems, but these are often popped so fast that you won't even have time to blink. You could always try running away, but typically crystal users have stacks of ender pearls and sometimes even elytra, making escape nearly impossible. YouTubers such as Dr. Donut, Rasplin, and Marlow have helped popularize this unique game mode. Servers like Donut SMP have further boosted its popularity. Take a listen to how Rasplin describes crystal PvP.
If you're unfamiliar with crystal PvP, it is the highest form of PvP in Minecraft, requiring the most practice to master, but also being the most rewarding.
In my mace video, I said that you could take a 1v4 if you had a mace and your opponents didn't. Well, if you think that's crazy, then you won't believe me when I tell you that Clownpierce and one of his friends took a 2v35 using crystals. I'm not kidding, you can go check his channel and see for yourself. There should never be a time where someone can take a 2v35 with relatively equal gear as their opponents. This just goes to show how broken this PvP method truly is. End crystals and cpvp in general have grown to be so overpowered and unfair that most servers today ban them. Popular servers such as Lifesteal, Bliss, and Friend or Foe have all either banned crystals or severely nerfed them, and for good reason. Servers that do allow crystal PvP, such as 2b2t, are typically explosive playgrounds and are griefed beyond repair. Imagine spending hours on a build just for two crystal PvPers to come along and have a duel near your build, completely destroying it. Despite the fact that Mojang likely never intended crystals or respawn anchors to be used in a combat setting, crystal PvP has earned a spot as an official kit on MC tiers and has forever changed the PvP landscape as we know it. If you are like me and are not a crystal PvP yourself, I'd recommend steering clear of servers that allow crystal use, as it can completely ruin your day. But yeah, that's about it for me. Let me know what you think of crystal PvP in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.